This guy absolutely tears apart Nintendo.
Nintendo is an awful company. They have truly become the purest form of cancer in this entire industry, and here's why. Charging $80 for a video game isn't just ridiculous, but it's dangerous. It's setting a precedent for games to cost more and more sooner and sooner. It couldn't possibly be any more anti-consumer. Nobody gives this company enough credit for how scummy they actually are.
This is probably one of the exact reasons why I stopped buying Nintendo's products. They're already overpriced, and they never ever go on sales most of the time. They'll release at $69.99 and then they will stay $69.99 for years to come, and it's absolutely absurd.
Are you fucking kidding me? Stop buying these games. Every dollar you spend on Nintendo is just one more reason they have to charge you more for less. You buying this is telling them that I will buy this quality of a game for this price regardless of its age. So what do we have now? Well, we have a console that meets the bare minimum.
He's absolutely right. Nintendo will prey on your nostalgia for as long as they can. They'll hit you with an old classic game that you haven't played in years just to bring that little taste of nostalgia back to you. And then they'll charge you full price for what the new modern game is. And it's absolutely crazy.
Of course, we now have built-in game chat being accessible through the C button. With the new Switch 2 camera, you can stream your greasy face to all your loser friends over in Louisiana. But of course, a Nintendo Switch Online membership is required. So this button is completely useless unless you pay money. With a paid subscription, you get the privilege of participating in video calls featuring a shitty virtual green screen mask, 3 frames per second streaming, and only 4 minutes of latency. All for the low price of at least $20 annually, and of course $50 for the Temu quality USB camera.
The fact that you have to make a subscription-based style chat feature is absolutely stupid, absurd, ridiculous. You're better off just having Discord as a side platform and just running and buying the subscription for Nitro. Nitro only costs you $2.99, not $19.99 for this entire thing, and then needing a $50 camera on top of that? Absolutely absurd. Look at this thing. You're gonna honestly tell me that you're gonna sit down on your Switch 2 and plug this in every single time to talk and chat with your friends? Surely it can't get worse, right?
Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, all for the low price of $10.
Never mind, it got worse.
Wow, remember the good old days when you would get a new console and dick around with the built-in software? These types of software are so important because they'll always be the consumer's first impressions with the system. Everyone will always remember playing around with PictoChat or DSi Sound on the DS. They'll remember playing Face Raiders and collecting puzzle pieces in the Street Pass Plaza on 3DS. You'll remember screwing around.
Okay, we get it. So many other consoles got this right. Why did Nintendo go and get it wrong?
And what did we just teach Nintendo? We just taught Nintendo that if you take a 16-year-old tech demo and cheaply repaint it with content missing at launch, then we will gladly pay $60 for it.
This is like companies going and making a remastered game, but instead of it being remastered, it's just unmastered, and it goes backwards. It's even worse than the original.
So how about that Switch 2? This time around, we got Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, a tech demo more focused on the hardware and teaching you what it does and how to use it. And you have to pay for it. That is the most unbelievable shit on the planet. I'm paying $450 for your uninnovative money vacuum of a console, and then I have to pay you to teach me how to use it?
The sad thing nowadays is that everything is behind a money wall. If there's a way to charge you to just do anything, they will find a way to make you pay for it. A user manual to charge you for that is absolutely stupid. Companies nowadays create problems just so they can charge you for a solution to their own problems that they created.
So with that on the way, we have even more great news. Digital keycards. For select Switch 2 games, the cartridge will only hold the license for the game. If you want to actually play it, you have to download it with an internet connection. What in God's name is going on anymore? Game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data. Instead, the game key card is your quote-unquote key to downloading the full game to your system via the internet. The game itself isn't included on the game key card. If you want to claim that this is just this generation's way of selling game cases with a download code inside,
imagine opening a game case and this is what you see.
you are wrong. This is a code for a game that is staying on my console. This is a physical game card with a license on it that is the only way I am allowed to access my downloaded game. But this way, you can share digital games. Wow, so like a physical game, except there's nothing in this. That is the scenario that people are trying to defend. The scenario that Nintendo has given themselves and developers the option to have control over the license of not only your digital games, but now your physical games too. Truly incredible. Nothing is yours anymore.
I think this is how most monopoly companies end up being towards their top. They just want to make as much money as they can anywhere and everywhere possible. The more you bend the knee towards the company, they'll punish you for it. They will nickel and dime you for everything that they can get out of you. That aside, are you planning on getting the Switch 2? If not, leave a comment below. If you are, let us know why. Subscribe if you liked the content, and let me know if you want to see more of this.